check it out. But this is the other twist on it. This is why I said shadow clones versus just cloning. Because shadow clones with Naruto, when they disappear, all that knowledge that they have comes back to the original person.
Yeah, but also if a shadow clone is at like work and trips on something or stubs his toe, won't he poof and disappear?
It's gonna make sure he has PTO. What the hell?
Crushing it, man. Lazy Susan, keep it spinning round. Ooh, yeah. Topics flying by, never feeling low.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Lazy Susan. My name is Todd. I'm your co-host with Derek and Adam here. This is our show where we talk about whatever the heck we want, pretty much movies, games, recently music, throwing in whatever we want. So we're just doing whatever we want here. Welcome to it.
Oh yeah.
How you guys doing this week?
I'm chilling, man.
Hell
Having a
yeah.
good time.
Anything
What we
new?
like to hear.
Nothing really. I finished The Boys. Finally got caught up with that. I know neither one of you watch it, but that's
Dude, Adam's been telling me about The Boys. He's just in the other chat like, yo,
Yeah.
I love The
It's
Boys
like,
so much.
Homelander
Homelander is
done
yeah, I
nicked
have
his
his
son.
fucking
Kill me
cut
bloody
out.
wife.
He was just telling me how he has a cardboard cutout of Homelander,
Oh shit.
like life size and everything.
That's
I was like,
what's up.
dude,
That's what's up.
Adam, I respect that. I respect
Is he
that.
drinking milk or no? Just a
Adam
photo?
is now.
I was gonna make an
Because of him.
joke.
He used to not be into milk, but now he's been
You can't get enough of
drinking it by the gallons. Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently.
yeah, that
Like,
makes
yo,
sense.
chill with the milk. Chill with the milk. And he's
it.
like,
Chill with the
Yeah.
milk. That's good. That's good. But no,
Yeah.
I played a little bit more of that Flintlock game.
Oh, how's that?
oh, you've been playing it.
Yeah. A little bit here and there. It's been a busy week, but a little bit here and there. It's pretty fun. I've been
It's muy bueno.
it's bueno. I don't know about muy bueno, but it's bueno.
That's what I've
It's
heard.
fine.
I heard that's like just okay. It's like decent.
Yeah. It's not like you guys must play this game.
Their Steam
But,
numbers are oof. They're oof right now. I think they topped out at 600 players max.
On Steam.
That's on Steam. I don't know what
those
Xbox
people that
numbers are.
buying
So
it. Yeah, it's free. on
Right,
Xbox. I'm
right.
sure it's higher there.
so yeah, it's probably definitely higher on Xbox. But
What I will admit to is I have been having fun playing Baldur's Gate with everybody.
hey, that's what we love to hear.
It's been fun. It's a lot better when I'm not doing all the combat with 4 different people. You know, like myself. I'm not controlling 4 different characters. I'm not worrying about who's got to do what. I'm not that strategic, I guess. I don't know. When I play by myself that way, it's not fun. But having you guys there to do the other characters, and I'm just swinging away or doing whatever I got to do on my turn, and then making all the choices, that's been fun.
Oh yeah. So yeah, update for everyone who listens. Yeah, me, Derek, and Todd have our campaign ongoing currently. Where did we? Oh, we just finished off that big goblin fight before the main goblin camp.
Before the main camp, yep.
Yeah. Actually ended up being a little more tricky. We're playing on tactical or tactician, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that was actually gave us quite a run for our money there. Granted, I made some stupid mistakes playing my character, but you know, it's part of the process of this game is making those mistakes and learning how to like work with them and make things work out at the end.
I'm excited to get to the point where I don't know anything. I mean, I don't know everything even in this first act, but I'm excited to get past where I got on my solo run.
Like Todd and I, we're almost at 1,000 hours combined, damn near.
That's
and
crazy.
even going through some of the stuff that you went through and choices you've already made that we haven't even seen and didn't know were options. It's so crazy that having this many hours in the game, there's still things that catch us by surprise. And it's awesome. I love it. This is why this game is just so amazing. And it's so stunned by the things that can happen in this game, still making us, still blowing our minds, you know?
Right.
And not only are we getting surprised, but it's happening in Act 1 where we have even more hours collectively than like the rest of the game. So
True that.
that's like I've only gotten to Act 3 twice now, so there's so many different ways I can
Really?
play
With
that,
like
but Act
500
1
hours in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
These acts
Wow.
are really long.
Yeah.
They're really
Okay.
long. especially when you want to do everything.
That's the thing. Like when you start milking it and doing everything on the side and everything, it ends up being pretty time consuming.
But that's what makes that so fun is when you do everything. There's so many different ways, you know, these little side quests and side missions can just play into like main parts and play into this or that.
Sure.
And it's just,
Yeah.
you know, seeing all the multiple different outcomes that can happen just even from the side missions alone, just enough to entice you to just keep on going after those side missions and keep on going to those extra areas that you don't have to necessarily hit up, optional areas, you know?
Yeah.
But so, yeah, I'm so stoked that we're finally being able to play with you. There's like a million people that I want to play this game with, and I'm very happy we finally got you. And
Awesome.
I'm stoked.
It's been fun.
It's gonna be a fun. Yeah, once we break out past like some of the Goblin Camp stuff, it's gonna get crazy, especially with the route we're going already. I'm kind of curious how certain things will play out.
Yeah.
Even going into the Goblin Camp, like I'm curious to see how you deal with all of that. Like what our next step is going to be next. Like whatever. I'm very curious to see how you handle what we do next.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
So yeah, I think we're only level 3 right now, so nothing crazy.
3 or
we're on the cusp of 4, I think, right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about you, Todd? Anything new?
Nope. I did a community day in Pokemon Go. That was like the most exciting thing I did this past week, as far as like gaming and everything. So that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It was Tynamo. I know some people like to hate on Tynamo, but he ends up being dope with the Electros evolve. So got a couple of shinies and whatnot. It was good.
Hey.
Good.
Oh yeah.
It's a solid Pokemon. Yeah, for myself, I have like a million different shows and movies to watch, and anytime I've been playing a bunch of different new games this week, and I feel like every time I have the option to like watch something or do something, I'm gonna play this different game. I've jumped into like I want to say at least three different type of video games that I've kind of been putting a lot of my time into.
You still playing Need for Speed?
I am still playing Need for Speed. So I ended up playing Need for Speed Heat because Sean got himself a wheel. And
that's why he's playing it?
Yeah.
That's
for some
great.
reason,
why not? Yeah.
It's a Logitech wheel, and it's like the most current up-to-date wheel of theirs. It's a really nice wheel. And for some reason, the newest Need for Speed game, which is Unbound, doesn't support that wheel. But Need for Speed Heat, their older title, does. We were confused on that. But we looked up reviews and stuff. Everyone's saying Need for Speed Heat is way better than Unbound. I don't know. It's based off of, I'm just going off of what Steam has said and all these other things. They're like, just stick with Heat. Just stick with Heat. And like I've looked up the player numbers on Steam, and everyone tends to play Heat over Unbound. And it's been a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting, like, honestly, the last time I had this much fun playing a racing game was way back in Need for Speed Underground 2. And I never really touched racing games after that. And it's, I jumped in because Sean had the wheel and he's been having a lot of fun with that. And the races we go through, like, I wasn't expecting to get like as intense. And I'm like always surprised. I'm like, me and Sean are really going head to head, but I'm like thinking like I'm on a controller, which I assume would be easier, but he's fucking smoking me a lot of the time just on the wheel. I'm like, God damn, like he's having a lot of fun with it
too. That was a great game.
Does he have pedals and everything?
Yeah, he's got the pedal and everything. Yeah,
that's got to be so fun.
Yeah, I got to mess around with it a little bit. It's hard, but like it is fun.
Sure, yeah.
And it was just it's been a lot of fun. I was just getting really heated because like the game goes on a day-night cycle.
So
I was heated playing Need for Speed Heat, but honestly, like. Because you have to, it has a cool, nice balance when you're playing the game, the progression, because you do daytime stories or story missions during the daytime, or just missions during the daytime earn you cash, and then missions during the nighttime earn you reputation, which is your leveling. So you want to like have a good balance of those. So I just hit max rep. But man, to get that, I was driving myself insane because I kept on like maxing out my heat level, which is maxed out at 5, which means you have a lot more police after you, and they use road spikes. They use a Rhino, which is a heavier truck that'll just ram the hell out of you. They have a helicopter that'll chase you. It's crazy. It gets intense. But I kept
Right
on
on.
fumbling every single time I would get to like where I needed to max out my rep, and I fumbled it like 3 different times because if you crash or if they bust you, you lose all that rep, or you gain like you lose like probably like 80% of the rep you were building up. It's like nasty, and I was going so mad. I was like, I need to get this. I need to get this. So it was
Right.
a lot of fun though. Wasn't expecting to have so much fun with Need for Speed Heat. So that one caught me by surprise. Re-jumped back into Remnant 2 because I'm on that Elden Ring high after the DLC. I'm like anything, trying to attach anything or play anything that's like a Souls like right now. And I jumped in, I played Lords of the Fallen because it's
How
on Game
is
Pass.
that? I keep seeing it on Game Pass, and I'm like, I might download this,
See,
but I
I
don't know.
was excited to
I'm
try it out
hesitant.
because yeah, I heard the multiplayer system is really nice. It's easy to jump in and out of your friends' games. And like the stuff I see on it, I'm like, this looks decent. I jumped in and I just was not having a good time. I feel like the movement is a little slidey. I don't know if that's just me, but I feel like the movement is like you'll run somewhere and your character kind of like it almost feels like they're on ice to me. I might be crazy, but I just feel like I'm moving a little more than I mean to. I feel like my movements on my controller aren't precise with what my character is doing. That one was it's just a little that thing wasn't enough to like deter me from actually playing it. But like as I was playing it, they have like this really cool system where you use this lantern to go in and out of these different worlds that you're in. And I was like, this is pretty cool. But then they want you to do a lot of these animations. You have to do this animation in order to shoot the lantern, which takes up a little time. So you're like boom, and then you pull, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then they keep on asking you to do that over and over again, and you need to go into this world, and then you have to like rip yourself, which is also a slight little animation. It's like boo, and I'm like, this was cool like the first 2 times. Now this is just kind of getting annoying. I might be nitpicking hard here, but it just was a lot of that kept on happening over and over again. And I was like, dude, I'm just not having fun. So I ended up like probably like 20-30 minutes into it, I stopped it and uninstalled it.
That's so funny because all right, so you're talking about the sliding, and I didn't get, but I didn't realize I downloaded this game and did play a little bit of it until you said the thing about the lantern. Yeah. I remember the lantern, so I did download this. It must have been last week or something. I played 5 to 10 minutes of it. The lantern thing took me out of it. I deleted it. Didn't want to play it again. Wasn't about it.
Yeah,
you just further solidified me.
I feel like I'm being slightly bogus because like I see people playing. I'm like, this looks good with how they're playing, but maybe it's just not for me. That's either like hang up the towel on that one. I just wasn't feeling.
Maybe we just got to get past that hump, you know.
Maybe.
But I don't know. But that whole thing with the lantern, I was just like, and you gotta like because that's one where you use the lantern and it like shows a different path for you to go.
Yeah.
Up. Yeah. Okay.
It's a cool, like I applaud them for it. It's a cool little mechanic and a way to like spice things up and kind of step away from the Souls like with adding like different like puzzles like that, which is cool.
Yeah, but when I mean, it's like you said, it's them. They're doing their own thing, but at the same time, I downloaded it like you, looking for another Souls-like game. I don't want them to deter too far if I'm going to be playing a Souls-like game. I want a Souls-like game, you know. So I really want to go back and play. Not go back, but I want to play Dark Souls 3 because I never got around to that one.
Yeah, it's the only one I haven't beaten.
It's really good.
I've gotten like probably a little more than halfway through, and just never ended up beating it. But aside from that, I did jump back into Remnant 2 because I bought the deluxe version of that game when it first came out, and I love the game. The game's phenomenal, and I stepped away from it after I beat it and played it the crap out of it. And there was 2 DLCs that came out since the last time I played, and I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time to jump into Remnant 2 and actually play those DLCs. So I jumped back in, I played those DLCs, and I had a lot of fun jumping back into those worlds. Very hard still. Like the game gives you, I think, like there's 4 difficulties, and it's like easy. They're different names, but easy, medium, hard, and like extreme. They're different names for them, and I'm playing on just medium, and I'm getting my ass whooped. And I'm like, dude, this game is relentless. Like, I forgot how hard it was.
Trying that one with you.
So yeah, I think you'll love it a lot. It's really good. It's very cohesive with your movements, how things work and all that. Exactly. But it goes so hard, and I do appreciate it. I looked up on Steam too to see how people are reacting. A lot of people don't like the DLCs. not because they're necessarily bad or anything. It's just they don't think it really truly adds on to like a story. They're like, oh, you're just getting a little more of this area, a little more of that area, which they're not wrong. You are just getting a little bit of more of this area with a little bit of more of that area. However, both those DLCs are just $10. Like one of them is $10, the other one's $10, and it's like
Yeah.
it's actually relatively cheap for
Yeah.
that price. And you're just getting a whole new section of this world. I think with how they did the first Remnant game, actually, I think there might have just been I think there was 2 DLCs, but that one was kind of different because one of those DLCs was like a major DLC that I think did cost more than like your regular 10, and that did add on to the story. So I think Gunfire Games, the studio behind Remnant 2, I think they announced they were doing 3 DLCs off the rip, and I think they just did their 2. I think the third one's going to be very similar, just adding on to the new area of this one area that we've already been to. And I think depending on how things go for them, if they're making good money off this and people like it enough, that they will put out a major one and kind of give you that finale of it. Kind of hopeful, fingers crossed that it does. I know the game's kind of underappreciated. I don't see too many people talk about it. It's very much a hidden gem for most people because like I see videos of people like, I didn't even know this game existed. It is amazing, and it really is.
Right.
Yeah. So I've been gassing it up, loving that. But as much as I've been talking about video games and jumping in a bunch of different video games, I also did watch a new movie. I got to go to the movies with my kids, and we went and saw Despicable Me 4. So I did see that this week.
Cool. How was that?
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was everything I expected from the movie. There was a little slight complaint because I did hear about, apparently, I don't know if this is how true it is, there was a different version of Despicable Me 4. It was supposed to go a different route. And if it is true, if that was the route they were supposed to go, I would have preferred that because it was supposed to have like all the villains come back to face off against Gru, and I think that would have been a lot cooler.
Okay.
But we do get like pretty much all those villains from the past Despicable Me movies and the past Minion movies. They do cameo at the very end of this movie. Sorry, spoiler. I should have probably said that, but there's cameos
Always
of them.
with the spoiler.
I know.
Afterwards.
Hey, we're bad at it, man.
Yeah, sorry. That's
you could always fix it in editing. Just
he never does.
He never does. He never does. But you could.
All right. Here, there's I would say mental, but it's actually
my old GM loves the fucking Minions for whatever reason, and he said that Despicable Me 4 was the best of the series. Do you agree?
No, I don't. I liked it, but I do not think it was.
Okay.
I actually don't know which one I would put. I really like the first and the third one. Might go with the third one. I had a lot of fun with that one. But the fourth one is good. Now, don't get me wrong. Will Ferrell is the villain in that one. He does like this French guy, Maxime Lemaire, and it's pretty funny.
Gotta love Will Ferrell.
It was funny. I saw a little like commentary of Steve Carell and Will Ferrell talking. He's like, "I'd like to welcome in the rookie to the series," and it was Will Ferrell. He's like, "Hi." Bye. Yeah, it was. They seems like they had a lot of fun shooting this one. Like I said, it was a lot of fun. I think that's what those movies really just only care about, is just making sure as long as it's fun, as far as making sure that the story is the most cohesive, or this has to happen, or this has to happen. They're just like, no, we're just gonna have fun. Yeah, because like the movies, you don't have to watch the first one to watch the second one. You don't have to watch the second one and watch the third one. Same, they're all kind of like their own standalone stories. Yes, there's references to each and every other movie, and there's like, okay, like if you really wanted to dig in deep and ask why we are here with these characters, you could go. There are attachments to the other movies, but there's never been a plot that moved from the first, second, third, or fourth.
Well, like a cliffhanger that carries over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
But other than that, it's just fun. It's just absolutely, it's peak fun.
Oh yeah, man!
Can't go wrong with the Despicable Me or Minions movie. You're gonna go in knowing you're gonna have fun. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
But yeah, other than that,
you skipped over one of the other games that you've thrown into your repertoire of playing.
Baldur's Gate 3. Absolutely. Nope. No.
Yeah.
Which one? Am I tripping?
We're having so much fun with it. It's a Souls-like game.
Oh yeah,
if you will.
All right. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. I jumped into the mean horrible, terrible world of Project Zomboid with Todd, who
Oh.
adores that game.
I love that game.
I unfortunately started it and wasn't feeling good and didn't play any of it at all. So I do not know anything.
I walked in that game. I was all like, I've seen Todd play a little bit of this. This is gonna be your typical survival. And then it was like you open up a door and just get kicked in the nuts, and you're like, oh, you fall over. You're like, all right, that sucks. And then somebody's down at the ground looking at you with a handful of pocket sand and it throws it in your face, and you're coughing up shit. And as you're trying to get up, they just knee you in the head, and it's just horrible. It's just that was.
And someone's in the background like, let him get up, let him get up.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to get your ass kicked in a video game, you don't go to Souls games. You go to Project Zomboid, apparently.
That's hilarious.
I can take the abuse of a Souls game, but I had to tap out. I don't think I'm going to go back into the world of Project Zomboid. I kind of wrote it off at that night. That was just... That game is I applaud them though. I will say
it's a lot of information at the beginning, and like it's especially when you're dropped into a world where we already have stuff going on, and there were 6 people in the chat or whatever it was, so like it was hard to basically give certain people focus. That's why I said, hey, just pull up my screen and you can look at that if you have any questions. If you pull up your screen, I can help you out. But even then, it's rough. I told them the first like 5 to 10 hours of me playing that game was quite literally just running away from zombies and dying. I couldn't figure out how to break their line of sight, all that stuff. I couldn't figure out how to survive. I just died over and over and over again. But as I told Adam, that's how it's supposed to be. When you spawn in, it says this is how you die.
Yeah, it is rough. I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna die inevitably.
I do applaud
that
them.
one time I had my character, he never died.
Oh,
that's true. He was safe in the base.
Yep.
I was running around before you guys brought me to the base, though. No zombie got me. I got lost in the woods. I made it back to the street. I saw zombies and I walked the other way. They never got me. I survived.
But yeah, I do have to applaud that game because it is very in-depth with a lot of things I didn't think they'd take into consideration. I'm talking like you're running for a while. Yeah, okay, you expect to be exhausted in a video game, fine. But do you expect that your shirt gets wet with sweat and you actually have to take it off in order your character doesn't get any infections easier or whatever else happens with a wet shirt? Getting scratches on your body can lead to infections if you don't wrap them. Because at first it was
not even if you don't wrap them, you have to disinfect them.
Disinfect them, that's true.
Yes.
Disinfect them and then wrap them, and then you have to change the wraps because they can also get dirty, and then you can get infections.
This is basically just a zombie surviving simulation.
That's exactly what it is.
Exactly
Yes.
what it is. Okay.
Exactly what it is.
I didn't know anything about it. I just know the name of it.
Oh yes, I told Adam when he gets it, I was like, this is the most realistic zombies. It just everyone's like, ooh, look at these graphics, that's so cute, ha ha ha, and then you get destroyed.
Okay, so this is what the game is not a zombie, a survival game. The game is a extreme life survival, and there just so happens to be zombies to make things harder. That's what the game is.
The thing that was cracking me up was I did hear you were like, oh yeah, Adam, you got to mark this on your map. And Adam was like, how? And he's like, oh, you got to go get a pen. And I'm like, you have to fucking get a pen? What the
fuck is that, dude? That's so brutal.
This is so fucking intricate for what?
Oh, it's so good.
No, the thing that threw me, I was all like in the house chilling. I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my character to sleep. Hey, there's a couch. It says it's okay quality to sleep on. I was like, all right, bet. And then my character wakes up with a neck pain. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Telling you, extreme life survival with zombies.
So good. I'm telling you, it would have been great if that like hindered your turning. Like if you turned a little bit slower because of that.
You don't truly know what the afflictions do to you. There's no like little.
That's another thing. They don't tell you anything. They're just. throw you out there. It's like getting kicked out of the
Oh,
nest.
man.
Figure it out.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
brutal.
know
It
if
is
this
brutal.
game would be
The
for
line
me.
of sights are
I told
crazy.
you in the
You can
beginning,
walk
I
in-
said, I don't know if Derek will like this game. Adam, I don't know how he feels about survival games. He likes Ark, so I was like, maybe he'll be interested in the long run
See.
because once we have it's a good setup and everyone's like, okay, we're going on tactical runs this way. I need to go get more supplies here or whatever. He might be enjoying that, but Derek, I didn't see enjoying this.
I
Oh,
don't
also,
know.
you have to cure
we'll
your
see.
sanity with bored. You can get bored in the game, and then you have to like cure it by reading
What?
magazines or watching TV. And I was like,
Yeah, so if you spend like your
What?
entire day just doing
Telling you.
labor and working, you're gonna get bored. So you have to like do a crossword puzzle and watch a movie to
And those
make
like,
just
yourself
don't
happy.
understand what's fun about this.
exactly. So that's the difference with Ark.
Look,
At least
look,
going
look,
into Ark,
okay.
I'm like, at least there's going to be a payoff where I can have fun. I was
Oh
like, where's the fun? I'm getting
So
my
you know
ass
what
whooped.
you know what I need to do? I need to go fucking talk to Matt because Matt was coming at me fucking sideways about World of Warcraft and doing quests. He's like, "So you're just working? You're getting off work and coming home to do work?" And it's like, "Bitch, you play Project Zomboid. What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like Adam said, it's extreme real life with zombies sprinkled in there. What are you fucking talking?
Yeah, you can cook great recipes and stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing.
What was the other thing that threw me off? I'm having a hard time struggling just to even float in this game. And then Todd and Matt are just talking about more extreme measures that will eventually come. Oh yeah, about a month into the zombie apocalypse, the water gets shut off, the power gets shut off, and like we'll have to move from this base. I'm like,
What is fun about that?
I'm like a drowning kid in a pool, and you're like, there's actually a tsunami coming over here, so I hope you learned how to swim.
Oh, and we didn't even talk about like the helicopter event and stuff like that. So that's great.
Y'all are wild, man.
I'm tapped out, man.
Tapped out?
So much time to spend just to struggle. Oh my god,
That's
it
the
pains
beauty.
me.
That's I said that like the day or like a week before. I was like, I just love games that is an absurd grind. You just have to put your face to the grinder and do that stuff. That's what Pokemon Go is. That's what World of Warcraft is. That's what fucking Project Zomboid is. All these games, Tarkov, all these games that I've put in.
That does like
Yeah.
his grindy games. That is true.
Yeah.
I can appreciate World of Warcraft and Pokemon Go and Tarkov. I don't
I think
understand.
those
what
are
the
games that have
payoff
like
is in
a
Project
fun,
Zomboid.
beneficial payoff with your grinds. Honestly, like I said, we can appreciate all the stuff they put into the game.
The payoff
no
is
payoff.
how long you live. Seeing that long number
That's not
at
good
the end
enough
of
for
it,
me.
when you get to
That's
it's like,
not good
damn,
enough for me, man.
when the apocalypse started, I survived 365 days. I survived an entire year after the apocalypse started. Look at from where I started and then look at my base and everything, all the things I've gathered, all the stuff I've repaired to get to it. That's the payoff.
But then
That's
you die.
it's like the journey.
But then
Yes.
you die.
That's life, Derek. You
The life
die.
simulator with spring zombies.
Whoop-de fucking do, man.
Listen, and like I said, I died 364 times to the final boss in the DLC for Elden Ring, and
Just
I
throwing your face at a wall every single time.
would rather
But
do
he
that.
finally beat
I
it.
would rather do that. The payoff was so great.
There's
Oh,
like a
man.
satisfying feeling after you finally beat the boss, where you don't get that feeling with Project Zomboid. It seems like.
Also, for those who don't know, Project Zomboid is a completely open, like, sandbox game. So you can change anything that you want to do, and there's a whole bunch of mods to it. So you can change cars, you can change like what the objective is the game, what the objective of the game is. You can do an objective-based thing to where you drop in as like a tactical person who's trying to find the cure or whatever, and you have a full loadout and whatnot, and you're just killing zombies running through, and that's what your objective is.
Can you find a cure?
Say that again.
Can you actually find a cure?
If you're playing that game mode, sure. Yeah.
And then like you reach the end of the game and you win?
Yeah. That's why I said it's a completely open sandbox game. The
Right.
one that we were playing is just the base game to where it's go out there, survive, see how long you can make it, which is the appeal to the game. But you can download plenty of mods. You can download mods to where they add different sections to the city. Because Adam was even saying, he's like, holy shit, this map's big. And I was like, yeah, if you basically scroll out and all the 4 places that you choose to spawn in, those are 4 different cities on the entire map. So you can eventually get there. If you didn't choose to spawn there, if you choose to spawn in Rosewood, you can get to Riverside. You just have to find a car or hoof it, like actually hoof it, which is insane. That would be stupid, honestly. But yeah, if that's the way you wanted to play the game, you could do that. Like, oh, there's no cars. Like, I just have to get to Kentucky, and that's what my job is. Like, it's open world sandbox. So whatever you want it to be is whatever it is.
For sure.
And that's the beauty of it. Like I was telling Adam, oh man, maybe that's what our goal is, because he found a little map that goes up to Kentucky, and we're basically at the bottom of the map. And Kentucky is our Louisville. I'm sorry, Louisville is like where everything is populated. So if we wanted to get to better supplies, guns, that's where the military checkpoint is. Maybe that's what our lore is. Like, hey, we need to get there because all of our defenses are there, and then we get there and it's overrun, and we're like, fuck.
Are there any humanoid NPCs in the game, or no? It's only zombies.
Not in the base game, but you can put them in via mods. There's sometimes I fall down a YouTube hole. Like, I'll just put on playthroughs of games in the background while I fall asleep, and some of the things that I do are like, I survived 365 days, or I survived 1,000 days, or whatever it is. And one of the ones I found, this guy he survived, I think it was 300 days in total after like the entirety of his series. And after like the first 100 days, that was a series. Second to 100 days, that was a series. 300 days, that was a series. And in that like whole series, he was able to find survivors that was able to help him. He was able to recruit them to his group and whatnot. And there was also like raider NPCs that would end up fighting people. So he would like name them and be like, oh, this is Mark. Mark's been with us since the beginning. And it really was actually emotional when Mark died. I was like, no, fuck, they finally got him. Like, yeah. So it's little things like that that can make the game just an absolute beauty.
So I guess I see the appeal, but
sorry, I didn't realize I was talking for like 5 minutes.
Go on. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, no, I understand. I get the appeal. I don't know if it's for me. I'll give it another shot. I'm not writing it off in the beginning.
I don't think it's Derek's kind of game.
I'll still try it. Like I said, I didn't give it a fair shot earlier because I got sick, but I want to try it. I want to be able to at least attempt it before I just say it's not for me.
Write it off, right? I think with some of those mods you're talking about, I think depending
with
on
the mods, it would be much more enjoyable.
Yeah,
because I don't know. I honestly don't even know if Matt has any mods on his server that he's running. On my server, I have my stuff, and that's another thing. On my server, I have things turned up to where it's not as
grindy.
Exactly. So like usually it takes a very, very long time to level up your skills. I have that multiplied by like 2, so it goes up a little bit faster. I have the loot, instead of everything being on ultra rare, it's just on sometimes kind of thing. So like things pop up more often. So it makes the playthrough a little bit more
absolutely
easy. And then also you can make the zombies dumber. You can make them less. You can make them running zombies. You can make them mixed zombies. Like, it's completely open sandbox. Like the adjustments you can do to your playthrough are amazing.
So when we were playing Ark, like there's a lot of adjustments, like literally, like basically all those adjustments you said are like adjustments you can make within Ark. And yes, we absolutely, because I've even tried playing base game. Ark is ridiculous with the grinding. You would punch a tree and it would take forever. You could kill yourself punching a tree in Ark on the base game, and you would get like barely any resources from it. So like we would, when we had our server, we upped that when you were hatching eggs for like your own dinosaurs to tame and whatnot. In the base game, depending on like the rarity of those dinosaurs, some eggs will take legit a week to hatch, like a real time. a real life a week, and it's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's
like
rough.
that's ridiculous. And people like there's like a mass amount of people that play Arc base game and just have their own servers or jump into the public servers and just play that way. And I'm just like,
And that's the
too much.
appeal. Like, hey, look at what I did on the base game where
That-
I had to
I will give
grind
them
to
that.
get
That is
here.
like, you see somebody riding a fucking dragon, you're like, holy shit, they just waited like legit a week to fucking hatch that dragon. That means you had to pour all the resources to honing in those flames wherever you had your egg. You have to all get the resources to feed the baby and mature it to be in a
It's way more of a flex when you see that shit on exactly.
Very true.
I can respect that, but
Yeah,
those kind of I don't know.
I feel like that's the same sense of World of Warcraft. When you see something on like classic way back in the day, and you saw someone get a Nether Drake, you knew that they fucking grinded to get that. Like that took them a while, and that was a flex.
True.
Or fucking
it took me a week,
Halo,
and it
like
was a
Halo
lot
2
easier
when you got
for
the
us.
dope samurai helmet.
Oh yeah.
You knew that person put their fucking hours in to get that shit.
Yeah.
But to do that
It
kind
just
of
seems
stuff,
like a
I feel
flex
like
kind of thing.
Sure. But for some games, it just seems like the process to get to it, while it was a process and it did take time, I feel like for some games it's more fun than others to put through that.
Oh, absolutely. And all of that is completely dependent on what you're interested in. And
Sure,
I just so happen to love realistic simulators.
Yeah.
I love realistic simulations.
Yeah, that's fine. Like
the
I
only
said,
simulator game I play is Power Washer. I have a blast with it.
but yeah, no, I do applaud.
Literally no pun intended. I did not mean for that to be a pun. Yeah.
I do applaud Project Zomboid. That is crazy that they put that much attention to detail with a lot of the different things. It's just, man, I wish I was having as much fun, but it was funny, the situations I ended up in. But man, I was like, dude, I can't do this again.
Every time Adam would ask a question and we would answer it, he'd be like, no fucking way. Like I didn't expect this game to do that. Are you serious?
Yeah, like what?
That's
Are you
great.
kidding me? Yeah, this shit was crazy.
And we were just like, yeah, it's just like, what do you expect?
I wasn't expecting that level of
attention to detail.
Yeah, exactly.
They go and even with quality of life mods, they make things a lot better. So you can have quality of life mods that just let you sit on chairs. You can't do that before, you just like sit on the ground kind of thing. So they like do things that make different animations for your character and just make the game more, again, realistic. So it's just it's
I think
an
with the
open
right
sandbox game. So
I'd be open to retrying, but right now I'm tapped out.
Yeah. And I think it would probably be better if we started on a fresh server, maybe at least started out with some resources, give you the like general synopsis of the game. Okay, this is how it's done. All right, you ready? Now we're gonna go do the real thing.
Right
on. But yeah, that's you're right. That was the other game I did play. But yeah, I'd been just playing a lot of games lately, and we did go to the movies, so that was cool. I saw a couple trailers for some movies that I thought were interesting. There was one that was a Santa Claus movie, and it's with The Rock and J.K. Simmons and Chris Evans.
That movie looks so fucking weird.
It looks so good though. I was watching, I was like, I'm totally down for this. This looks so stupid but great.
Where they fucking took the what was it? It was like a toy car and they made it the normal size.
Yeah. And then I saw The Rock. He was like, we're gonna go to the Krampuses. There's a bunch of different Krampuses, and they play the fucking smack, the smacking sport. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fun, but it looks kind of fucking.
The kids were getting good laughs, I think, or at least
right. It's got some big names in it, so
yeah.
I have a question. It's not crazy or anything like that. So I was watching The Boys, and this character came up, and they have a shape-shifting ability, and it just had me curious about it and how you guys, like, if you had to pick between having the shape-shifting ability of Mystique or the shapeshifter from The Boys, which one would you rather have? So the differences in their shape-shifting ability, I know this is like wildly not have anything to do with anything we were just talking about, but this was something I thought of, and I was like, oh, it's an interesting question in my opinion anyway. So Mystique can turn into anything, anyone, right? It doesn't matter. I guess when I was looking up more of her ability, the only like con to hers is one, she doesn't get, like, if she turns into someone else that's a mutant or has any kind of powers, she doesn't get their powers. But if she turns into someone bigger than her, she can only do it for a certain amount of time. Like if she wanted to shapeshift into like Juggernaut, I guess, since he's so much bigger than her, at a certain point, she would just like run out of energy and collapse and turn back to herself and like pass out. But when it's someone like closer to her build, she can stay as them as long as she wants. Now, the difference with the shapeshifter from The Boys, they have pros, like heavier pros, but also heavier cons to their ability. So to turn into someone else, they need to touch them, right? Now, when they touch you, one of the pros is they get all your memories and emotions. They know everything about you. They know you. Absolutely everything. They know how you feel about everything. They know all your past. They have the entire thing in their head as soon as they touch you. Yes, Todd.
Do you have that forever, or is it like I have to touch and turn into you right then and there? Or is it like I can just like shake your hand and then turn into you in a year and a half because I'm always going to have that?
So that's part of the con.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. So it doesn't happen instantly. It's not like they touch you and they turn into you. They touch you and then they have that. They store it. However,
that's the word I was looking for. Store it. Thank you.
Yeah, no, but however, here's the huge con with the shapeshifter from The Boys. So if I touch Todd, right, and I'm like, okay, I can turn into Todd. I can make everyone think I look like him. I have all his memories and everything. The problem is, if I want to do that for the long run, I'll start running out of looking like you. I'll run out of that power. I need to go touch you again to like regain it, because what happens is the skin starts falling off. Like it looks really like it's The Boys, so it's like gory, you know, like it's like flesh falling off their fucking face. So like they'll start tearing it off themselves so they can look like someone else. When they're like on the run or whatever.
Is his original form underneath all that tearing, or is he tearing into
I
skeleton?
don't know.
That was going to be my next question.
And when I saw it, they were turning into someone else, but I don't know if it's their like original look or if it was someone else they touched. Yeah, okay. that was never really touched upon. But so the thing is, if you like, let's say you're like a bad guy, right, and you have this long scheme. Essentially, what you have to do is kidnap that person and like keep them locked up in a basement, and like every once in a while go back over there, touch them, so you can get, refill your energy on looking like them, and then go proceed doing whatever it is you're fucking doing as them. But if you don't want to turn into someone long term, you don't need to fucking do all that. You just need to be able to touch them. So my question is, what's up?
Can you store multiple people? Or is it only one person that you can turn into? Because I feel like that in its sense
makes a good question.
Win.
I guess I don't know that for sure. I think so, though, based on the fact that like they were running out of the one person and started tearing off the skin, and they had another person underneath them. So I think you can have more than one, but I guess I don't know for sure. But like I said, so like both have superhuman strength, both, well, the other thing with this one is specifically, they're bulletproof. Like bullets don't hurt them. Mystique can die from a bullet.
This guy just his normal person, like his normal self, is bulletproof.
Apparently, yeah.
It's
So
kinda
he has superhuman strength and a regular bullet.
Does
won't
Mystique
kill him.
have superhuman strength?
She's strong, but she's not like freakishly strong, I don't think. But I mean, she's
She's stronger than the average human, but she's
yeah,
not,
so I guess it's still superhuman, but I think if there was a fight between it, like the shapeshifter from the boys and Mystique, the shapeshifter might win that fight. Because they are superhuman strength. Like they were fighting Starlight and Kamiko at the same time, and those are two superheroes in that show that have superhuman strength. And they were
also
fighting,
presumably
at the same
if
time.
I'm the shapeshifter from the boys, I
Mhm.
get at the person's powers who I touch. So say I touch
No, I don't think so.
no,
I think it's just like
just the
Mystique,
looks.
where it's just the looks. But like I
Oh,
said,
okay.
you also know, like you can get in their head because you know them.
Yeah.
So like if you're again, it's. Again,
I think
the
I'm going with
picture of
the whoever it is from the boys.
because like yeah, because you can do anything as that person because you know how to be that person. There's no question that it's you.
Also, only assuming that you can store multiple people. If I can store
Right.
multiple people, then I'll be that guy. But if it's
But you have
can
to
only store
continually
one
touch
person
them.
and then
You have to like go and replenish them after you like to be able to
only
like,
if I am them, right? Like if I don't use that shapeshift, I'm not using it.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
valid
so like
question.
that's what I'm
don't have the
saying. I
answer for
can
you
have
on that.
100 people stored up for 100 years, and that's when I pull it out. Otherwise, Mystique wins just because she can turn a corner, turn into someone else, and you won't know it. It's literally like the flip of a switch for her.
Yeah. No, that's valid. That's valid. I just thought that like the pros, like I said, the pro of being able to have all their memories and emotions about everything, that's a pretty huge thing that Mystique can't do because she has to bullshit her way into having people believe that aside from just imagery, believe that she's that person.
Yeah.
I would still go with Mystique.
I think I would too, but I just thought it was an interesting question.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I feel I'm going with Mystique unless the said person can store multiple people, and I guess it also would depend on like transformation time. Like, do I have to rip my skin off every single time and go through that process? Is it long
to become
like
them,
turning
I
into
don't
a
think
werewolf?
Yeah, I think that taking the skin off is a little bit of a thing, because they gotta literally tear it all off. So yeah, it's just they had more interesting capabilities and weaknesses compared to Mystique, I guess, and that was like the first.
I think I would probably go with Mystique.
That. And the fact that whenever you see, because that power has been done so many fucking times over the board of superpowers, right?
Yeah,
and it's not so often that you see that power done and they get your memories and all
right, with a unique twist.
Yeah, it was a different twist to it. So that's why I brought it up, because I was like, oh, that's interesting, because you don't see that too often,
right?
But so that leads into the next thing with mine is with shape-shifting. There's, I guess it's not always done as a villain. There are good guys that shapeshift, like the fucking Martian Manhunter and
Beast Boy,
Boy, shit like that. So, but it got me thinking about mind control in shows, TVs, movies, comics, or whatever. Aside, as far as like popular ones go, aside from Professor X, it's always a bad guy's ability. So my question with that is it always a bad guy that can do that because it would be boring for a good guy to do it because he wouldn't use it all the time? Or do you think if somebody had that, right? Do you think that if somebody had that ability, it's inevitable that they would be a bad guy? Because you have that power. Why wouldn't you fucking control?
It depends on the person. Look at Professor X. Okay,
but he's like the one exception.
Okay, the dude from My Hero Academia, the purple hair, I forget his name. Amanda's gonna be mad at me for forgetting his name.
Sure. Okay, I thought of him too.
And that was like kind of like his character arc. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's got a power that's inherently evil, but he's like being a hero with it."
Oh yeah, you're right. They did say that, didn't
Yeah.
they? I forgot they said that, but I did think of him too. But I was like, again, I was thinking of more of like the more popular scale. Because when you think of mind control, no one's really going to My Hero Academia and thinking of that dude, because especially because he's like such a side character.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Does
sure.
Jean
It does.
Grey count?
Can she control people's minds like that? I thought she was just
You
telepathic.
can get in them. I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
he has
agree.
that
Sure.
ability to extend his.
Oh,
Professor Xavier.
Jedi. Any Jedi?
That's short term though. That's not really like
Okay.
Professor Xavier can make them do, like, you have to be in front of them. You have to do the whole fucking thing like that. But it is mind control for sure. But like Kilgrave from
That's
Jessica
what I was
Jones.
thinking.
He's horrible.
Kilgrave.
Yeah, that's the
He's
first
a
time popped into my
monster.
head.
That's
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
thing that I
one's
thought too.
Crazy. Kilgraves is insane.
That was a really well done way to do it too. Like
So good.
Yeah.
shows how
Jessica
evil and-
Jones was the best of all of those, still to this day.
better than
Aside from
Daredevil
Punisher.
Yes.
and Punisher.
I'm
Not
talking about of the like
The
4 that
Defenders?
go into the
The
Defenders.
Defenders?
Thank you. I couldn't
Yeah,
think of it.
no. Jessica
Yes.
Jones is the best one.
Yes.
That
I-
show is fucking great.
I still
Daredevil's
think I'd
right
put,
under it. Right.
I think
under
I'd
it.
put
It's
Daredevil just slightly
only-
over it.
Only
the only reason
only
why Daredevil
season
was
one.
that good, the only reason why Daredevil is right underneath Jessica Jones for me is because of Frank Castle. When they
I think
he
it's
was in
right under
season
Jessica
2.
Jones just because it was consistent across the board. Like season 1
Sure,
was
it was
good.
good.
It took a step up for season 2. Jessica Jones did not do that for me.
Right.
Season
No.
1 just was the best of all of those.
Because of
I'm not mad at
categories to
that.
me.
I'm not mad
Yes.
at that.
Kilgrave was such a
Kilgrave,
good show.
that performance was amazing, and the way they
Amazing.
utilized it was perfectly
Yes.
written. It was so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was so good.
I still often think about when he told her friend to put the bullet in her head, and she's like just throws it in her mouth. I was like, "Yo, that was like good thinking
was
on her, quick
insane.
thinking." It's such a crazy villain to fight,
Yes.
Yeah.
I always think about the blender.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
He just walks away from. Oh
Yeah,
my! It's so brutal.
absolutely.
So like, yeah, he's the first one I think of when it comes to like mind control and stuff like that. And it's because you can do such evil things with it. I think it's a combination of the two. Like, it's easier to write a bad guy that can do that. He's OP
Right.
as fuck. But also at the same time, again, like me and Todd just said, it's almost like if you were to give that, if a random person in the world got that ability right now, I think there's a higher chance
Yes.
that they would
I think
be
it's
evil
mm,
than a
positive
fucking-
50 plus.
I feel like you could say
percent
that about any power, though, right?
to become evil with it though,
I mean, like, I don't
because
know.
you can be fucked with mind
There's-
control.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. I
Like
feel
that's like sure, okay. If you have super speed, maybe someone will go and rob a bank. But with like mind control, dude, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Are you guys
Maybe-
robbing a bank if you had superpowers?
If I had superpowers, am I robbing a bank? Yes.
What superpower?
Absolutely.
I mean, like
any superpower that would allow me to
That would
rob a
allow
bank
me
and
to
get
do
away
it?
with
Yeah,
it,
for
I'm
sure. Yeah.
fucking
Why
doing
not?
it.
Why
Are you
not?
joking me?
Put them on the list.
They don't get the fucking Gen V compound.
All right, okay, so if you guys could pick one superpower, okay, just one power, not like a multitude of power. I'm not telling you pick a Superman of powers, just one superpower. What would it be?
I mean,
Do you know what's really crazy? And this is gonna sound wild,
Okay,
but I've been thinking about it lately, and I really, really think I would go with the jumper jump.
dude, that one's solid. That is solid. It's such a fun, like,
teleportation.
yeah.
Yes, but like,
Yeah.
because
way
like
that he did
obviously it's not like
Sure.
it's not Nightcrawler, because I love Nightcrawler and I love that teleportation, but he has to know where he's going to be
visualize
safe.
it, yeah.
He was able to look
Those
at
are
a
jumpers.
fucking picture and
Yeah.
they went there. He's never been there before, but he looked at a picture and he went there.
So it's still visualizing it, but yeah.
But
Still visualizing it, but
Nightcrawler can. How far can he go though? He can't go.
that was
super
going to be
far.
my next thing was
Yeah,
how far is the distance on that? He went clear
'Cause
across the
Jumper's
world
like
with
across
that.
the world.
Jump-
Not
Jumper
only
is-
that,
that's
he was
solid.
jumping physical things with him, like a
Yeah.
car, a building. So I think if that was honed, probably that.
Solid way, Derek.
Sure. I mean, it's just it's another form of teleportation, I guess. Like it
Yes.
depends on
And that's
your
like my biggest thing. I would love to be able to
teleportation is
teleport.
hard to fucking pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, if I said
I mean, if we're being fucking give me that. if
instant
anything.
transmission,
Yeah.
but see, here's the other thing though, is would you take instant transmission? Because I mean, first of all, I don't think you're going to other planets, right? You're just going around Earth, correct?
Right.
So, would you do instant transmission, or would you do like the speed of the Flash? Because I think that's what I would go with. Because you don't need to
I would do instant
envision
transmission.
anywhere. You don't need to,
I
you
would
don't
do
need to
instant
envision
transmission
anywhere. You
because
just
someone
go.
can just put their hand on me. And we can do a whole chain of I could take 10 people across the world if I wanted to.
I would still go with Jumper, dude. Over instant transmission. He was able to do that. Didn't he jump a car?
That's
right?
what I said. He was able
Okay.
to jump a car, and by the end of the movie, they were jumping a whole building.
That's right.
That's
yeah.
why I said I think I would go with Jumper.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was saying
Jumper's
instant
solid.
transmission just
Okay.
because it's instant.
Here's my
A
okay,
word.
but here's my thing with that. All right, think of your day-to-day life, right?
Yes, wake up, brush your teeth, jump to work. That's fucking phenomenal. Get off work, jump home.
But if I had the speed of the Flash, I feel like I think I would go with the Flash over Jumper. Because it's not just getting from for you, it's just point A to point B. For me, everything is done quickly. I have a shitload of dishes to get done. That's just done in 0.3 seconds. I have to clean.
That's fair.
That's just done. Like it's done. For you, it's not. Like you can only jump from one spot to another. And with the speed of the Flash, I'm really only getting there like a second after you.
Yeah.
With the Flash though, like I feel like a lot of things would become mundane. I'm playing this game, this character's so slow, or I'm watching this movie and it's so boring.
I don't know about all that. Maybe.
For me,
I didn't think of that, but that's actually a good point. Yeah. Living that life of being the fat. It's like Dash in The Incredibles. He hated it.
yeah,
but
hated it.
Flash. But the Flash seems okay with life.
He just wanted to flex it.
The
That's
Flash
true.
seems okay.
Flash
with
just
life.
makes the most
But
out of it.
Dash he's a child. Of course he's gonna fucking be bored and want to do everything fast.
Yes, doing events would suck. You're waiting on a bunch of slow people, and you're like,
That's life.
okay, all right. But for me, I would pick Shadow Clones.
Shadow Clones is cool. What purpose would they serve you?
I could just do whatever I wanted. I gotta send you go to work. Hey, you go do this. I can have a bunch of them work at different jobs, make a ton of money. I could have this person do that. This
That
person
would
do
be
that.
genius. Just sign up for a bunch of online stuff where you don't actually have to physically be there. It's just all on webcam, and they'd be like, "Hi, I'm Adam."
I can get all my movies watched. I can get all my
you-
games played. I can do
But
all.
he
all
wouldn't be. He wouldn't
Well, no,
be.
yeah,
but
you wouldn't
his
be.
clones would be. He would be living life. He would
So,
be on a
like,
yacht somewhere.
The best thing
Todd
about
and I
the
could
Shadow
be on a
Clones,
yacht somewhere too, because Todd can teleport into a bank vault. I can dash into one and
But-
take all the money.
but
Like,
this is
But Adam's
think
the
we
only
would all
person
be
doing
fine.
it legally.
check it out. This is the other twist on it. This is why I said Shadow Clones versus just cloning. Because Shadow Clones with Naruto, when they disappear, all that knowledge that they have comes back to the original person.
Yeah, but also if a shadow clone is at like work and trips on something or stubs his toe, won't he fucking poof and disappear?
It's gonna make sure he has PTO. What the hell?
I mean, sure. I'm not saying either one of your answers are wrong. I can appreciate both of those responses.
So what is your answer? You just said you would pick the Flash over mine. So what is
The
yours?
Flash.
Super
I
speed?
would go with super speed. I would go with
okay.
the Flash. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'd all be living large. So would you rob a bank with those powers, everybody?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get 10 of my shadow clones. Hey, put on these masks.
probably.
Or don't.
Yeah, no,
I'd
that's
be robbing
that is-
all. I'd be Robin Hood though. I'd be that kind of like.
I am
robbing
the poor
person.
though, so I would be robbing from the rich and giving to the poor.
Exactly. Exactly. I would be helping out all of my fellow poor people. Robin Hood's poor. He gets a cut.
He gets a
For
cut.
sure. Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Telling you though.
Oh, man.
Shadow clones. I could be doing this podcast and playing some games still. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And when the kids are acting up, you're just like,
Yeah. Oh, it'd be so solid.
You have like the same goal that Oda does. He's like, I'll take Robin's power so I can have more of my shit
You know,
done.
I felt a lot about
That's
it.
what it's all about, just getting more of your stuff done.
I used to have a really boring answer with it, and I was like, I wish I would just have the power to freeze time only when I'm sleeping. This way, I'm like, I can never be exhausted.
Oh, I fantasized about freezing time so I could sleep for sure.
I would only so time gets so fucked because I would only want to be able to freeze time if I'm not aging while time
Yeah,
is
dude.
frozen.
Dude, I swear
There's
that was
so
you
many
fuck
things
that
where
up
like
so fast.
yeah, you wake up the next day and your spouse is 10 years younger than you because you've been freezing time this entire time. Like she's like, honey, take out the garbage. Yeah, after this game. A whole day later of you gaming, I should probably take the garbage out, and she still hasn't left the kitchen. Like, yeah, that would
Yeah.
be so rough.
I feel like I don't know if any show or movie's done that. Like I can't think of like someone who's done freeze time like that with that critical downfall with it, you know?
I
Yes.
think they have.
Maybe
can't-
I'm
I
sure
can't think off the top of my
there
head, but
has
I
to be
feel like
somebody
I've
who's done
seen
it.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that'd be so brutal. They'd be like, yeah. And then the next scene they're in, they're like an old man. This sucks.
This sucks.
It's like,
No, I feel like that's been done, but I'm not sure off the top of my head.
So yeah, if we're picking one solid, just all you get is that. I think I'm going with the jumper jump.
That's
Yeah.
solid. That's very solid. Yeah. I'm sticking with my shadow clones. I like that.
I did think of flying,
I like
but
that we all went different ways.
I love it too. Yeah, absolutely.
the my biggest thing with flying when everyone says like, oh, would you rather be invisible or fly? The flying, knowing how different countries are depending on where you're flying over, you're not Superman. You're gonna get shot down.
I didn't even think about that. That's bogus.
Someone's gonna fucking kill you.
I would take flying over invisibility. Invisibility, I don't know.
I'm
it's
definitely
cool.
taking flying over invisibility.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, no,
I feel
for
like anybody
sure.
takes
I'm just
invisibility,
saying.
you're like, mm-hmm.
It's like you
mhm.
pervert. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, exactly.
What are you doing with your ability?
You're exactly the same reason Sanji wanted that power.
Well, right, exactly.
I feel like
So-
you would be too small to be a threat or to pop up on anything.
No, but if someone saw a flying person, like you're not gonna be not seen. You'll be seen somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone somewhere is going to attempt to shoot you. I'm not saying it's necessarily only going to be the government. It's not like they're going to have a fucking rocket pointed at you.
Got you.
But
Good.
someone somewhere is going to see a flying man and be like, "Fuck that," and shoot you. Because if you're taking flying, you're not super fast. You're not fucking superhuman.
Yeah, how
A
fast are you able
bullet
to
will
fly?
fucking kill you.
That's true.
That-
Because then
I
you could
mean,
also really just kill yourself by flying into something at a really high
Exactly,
speed.
yeah.
right. So yeah, it
Yeah,
depends.
Flying
on how
actually
fast you're going.
sucks as an answer.
Yeah, flying is not a great answer. There's so many like caveats to it, but at the
Yeah.
same time, with the speed,
Flying would
you
be,
also gotta
I
be
think of
careful.
flying just like with all my traveling. I'm just like, if I could go somewhere, fly up and see the view, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool,
Like go to the Grand Canyon, jump out into the middle, fly up, look
that would
around,
be dope.
feel like a fucking Saiyan ready to take on Frieza or
You
some
could
shit.
just claim
That'd
to
be
be the
dope.
second coming of Jesus and people would believe you.
Exactly.
There-
I
there's
could
your-
walk
there's-
across water,
there's
but
your
really I'm
scam.
just flying.
Flying.
There's your
He's
scam for
doing
money.
it. Right.
Like,
There-
look,
yeah,
I'm
there you
Jesus.
go. That's
You
true.
can't tell me I'm wrong.
That's
I'm
true. You wouldn't even
flying.
have to rob a bank.
Exactly.
Start a cult.
Yeah, just literally start a cult. Yeah. I'm sure with
People
all,
just
any
give
of the powers that we
10% to you and
stated,
you're good.
with any of the powers we stated, it would just be starting a cult. You
There's
could.
always,
Not
there's
we
always
would.
problems though, because with the speed, I mean, it was a thing that I never thought of until The Boys with A-Train.
Running into someone.
Running
Yeah.
into somebody, you would literally obliterate them the same
Yeah.
way he did.
Unless
so it's like, but see, but
Well,
that's the other thing. is that, like, if
Assuming
you're
that
running,
you're the Flash, though, you can
can
maneuver
phase-
around
yeah,
that.
and he
Yeah,
can
that's
phase
true,
through
that's
things. He can
true.
phase through people and objects. The
Yeah,
Flash. That's how
yeah.
fast he is.
see,
I don't know if you
we
ever
wouldn't
seen him.
But
He's
want
like
him.
vibrated
That's
his hand
again
like
how
crazy.
how
Yeah,
much
yeah.
of his abilities are you taking? Are you only getting his super speed and none of that? Because if that's the case, then you
That's
can time
part of his
travel.
super speed.
That's just
Part
how
of his-
yeah. He's
That's
able
how
to,
fast he is.
Yeah, he moves his hand so fast because it's super speed. He's able to vibrate it through. Like it's crazy. Dude's OP as hell when it comes to.
The Flash,
I'm
honestly,
aware. I'm aware.
honestly,
The Flash is very
super
OP.
fucking- and that's why I wanted to take him, because like the other thing that also, I mean, not that I would ever be in this situation, but when like they put that monitor on him where like it'll like he'd only be unlocked when he died or something, so he sped his heartbeat up so fast so it flatlined, so they thought
Yeah.
he was dead. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts.
Right.
But yeah, no, because he can speed up any part of his body that he wants. Like he has just everything with speed, and he's dope.
He's dope.
He's on. If it wasn't for Superman, he might be the most powerful being in the Justice League.
I don't see that. I mean, even with Superman, he still might be.
Do you think you'd have any downfalls using your
Because-
powers, guys?
Because Superman and Flash like race. Like Superman can kind of keep up with him. If Superman grabs him, it's done.
But
He's gonna AD strafe the shit out of him.
But that's part of how boring and lame Superman is that like of all the people that can keep up with the Flash, like Superman's like right there.
Yeah.
all right, guys. Can you think of any cons applied to your powers that you would have? Do you think you'd have any issues that would start coming up by using your powers?
Getting too comfortable with it and trying to jump somewhere I've never jumped and dying because of it.
Oh shit! I mean, the cool thing about jumpers, their
And I
reaction is
do
kind of
this all
quick.
the time.
Right.
And then I'm in a concrete
Oh
wall.
shit! I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you haven't been there in a while and they built something.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that could be.
Oh,
fucked.
that would suck.
Yeah,
That would really suck.
I didn't think about that.
For the Flash, I don't even know. I mean,
Finding things mundane, I think, would probably be one of your.
I
worst
really
things.
don't think that's something
Yeah.
that would happen.
I already know what my issue would be with my shadow clones. I think I'd end up like twice from My Hero Academia and just going insane,
That would fucking
having
suck.
conversations with my clones. How's it going, Adam?
Yeah, that would
That's
suck.
true.
Yeah, I think I would end up having some type of mental issues, but I'd still go with it. It's still cool.
Yeah, I guess it would be like relationships with people, like just doing day-to-day stuff. And like if Haley wanted to do something together, I could be like, I can go get this shit done by myself real quick. And it's like
That's
you're
true.
losing time. I mean, like you're fast, but you're
Not
also
really. You're gaining time because you can go do the chore and now you can do something together.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I really don't think there's a. I mean, there might be a con somewhere. I was trying to think of something to answer Adam's question, but you're right.
But no, but what if
It's
they-
just the
that
best
person wanted to do-
power. It's the best power. There's no cons to it.
So conceitedness, okay, that's the downfall. Just pride.
Oh man,
I saw the new trailer for that Transformer movie coming out.
oh, the animated one where they're younger.
I actually got a good laugh from it because they were like, is before Optimus Prime or Megatron could transform, and there's like some Transformer bullying them, like, you guys can't even transform. And then Optimus Prime's like, oh, I can transform, and he goes, and he does the whole sound. I wasn't expecting that, but that gave me a good laugh.
That
I was
is
like,
pretty
that
good.
was
That's
great.
Is that not a kids movie? I thought it was.
I think it's PG-13, but yeah, that shit caught me off guard when I
is
saw that.
great.
That is
I love that he did the whole
hilarious.
sound and everything. I was like, this is beautiful.
That is good. I did not see that. I've seen the new trailer existed, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I
watch
think
this.
it was just like, actually, I don't know how I ended up watching it, honestly, but I was like, all right.
You're interested. It's okay.
I mean, I'm always kind of interested in animated movies. They're fun for the most part. Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Sure.
I went ahead and did my own little try to come up with some questions for you guys for some trivia on shit we watched as kids. If you guys want to take
Okay.
a crack at something like that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'd love to.
I apologize ahead of time if some of these are a little too hard. I didn't want it to be too easy. That was the problem. Some of these questions are a little easy, but some of them might be a little complicated. And if neither one of you can answer it, then I apologize. We're gonna try out this new buzzer. That way,
Oh yeah, that's right.
you
I already
guys can
forgot about
actually.
that.
Oh shoot.
There
This
we go.
way, we can actually keep score and see who wins, as opposed to both of you working as a team.
Yeah. Hey, everybody out there who watches these, we found a website that lets you use a buzzer. So now moving forward with any of our quizzes and stuff, we'll start utilizing that. And that website's called Multibuzz app. All right. If you're interested.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but I figured shout it out because that's actually
Right,
pretty
right.
solid that they're
No, I was just
figured something like this existed. Just happy that we found one.
true. All right. So.
Oh,
let's
wait.
just-
You
go
said
ahead.
do you want us to wait till you say the whole question?
You know what? Do what you do.
Yes.
I'm gonna read the question, and I'm gonna look. Well, I guess I could turn the sound on.
Is there a sound on this thing? Oh, I didn't even realize that.
So I turned it on here. Give it a buzz.
Oh, that's
good
loud.
Lord. Okay. All right.
Oh,
Well,
it doesn't do it when all right, so only does it when one person buzzes because we just buzzed twice.
that's
and-
fine. So once it buzzes, if it buzzes mid question, I'm gonna stop my question as soon as you buzz. And if you
Oh.
think you
Adam,
got the answer,
don't.
if you think you got the answer based on how far I got with the questioning,
Todd just buzzed.
we'll see how it goes. Maybe you guys don't even know what the fucking question is.
All right.
I fucking got. Anyway, I keep dropping Naruto
Spamming the
over here.
buzzer.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna hear the buzzer. I'm gonna stop my question. I'm gonna look over and see who buzzed first, and that's who will ask the question.
Oh, I can just
I'm
do
keeping
spacebar. That's so nice.
I am
Oh,
keeping
that's sick.
score.
Yeah.
Oh, that's genius. All right, that's
Yeah.
cool.
All right,
Multi buzz.
That was just the tech.
Multi buzzer.
That was just the test there, Dirk.
All right.
Don't
all right.
hate
No,
me.
you're good. You're good. I don't. There's no hate, brother. There's no.
Try
hate.
me, bitch.
All right. So I have, I believe, 15 questions.
Damn,
There
son.
are some bonus points that honestly I don't think you guys will get. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
There's not many bonus points with any of these, but I think there's like one or two. So, without further ado, in Rocket Power, what are the people who wore shoes or socks and sandals? Adam?
Shoobies.
Shoobies is correct. They were tourists on the beach, and the kids in Rocket Power called them shoobies. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Feels a little targeted. Go on.
Targeted.
Do you wear socks and in your sandals on the beach?
No.
Are you a shoebie,
I
Todd?
was talking about the question.
I just
Yeah,
wrote
exactly.
these out and asked.
Started off with the fresh one. Good one for the brothers. Go ahead.
That's crazy.
You didn't
I
watch
just-
Rocket Power?
I picked shows I thought we all watched, and then I asked you.
I love
and-
Rocket Power.
Hey, see?
Woogity.
Woogity.
Yeah, see?
So you should have known. How was it targeted? See, you knew exactly what it was. So you know,
I didn't know that.
but you knew this, so you know Rocket Power.
Yeah, everyone
Did
knows
this.
this. Woogity woogity.
Right, because they watch Rocket Power. So I think it's fair to assume if one watches Rocket Power, you might know what a shoebie is. I told you some of these might be hard, some of them might be easy. Wasn't targeted. Stop that shit.
This reminds me of the ancient Hawaiians. What they always said.
Do you understand that reference?
Nope.
What?
What?
Todd.
The ancient
Tito.
Hawaiians? That's Tito from Rocket
Tito.
Power.
Yeah.
He always
Sure.
said that. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Give me my bonus points. I'm joking.
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
I feel
What
like
was
I have been validated.
Invalidated. Come on.
what was the demon's name in Samurai Jack?
Aku. Sorry.
Todd?
Aku.
I'd have been
Aku
sad if
is
I buzzed
correct.
after you said that because I forgot what it was.
You totally should have.
I should have.
I fucked that up.
Yeah, you did.
Aku. All right.
Good job.
In Rugrats, what is Chucky's last name?
Fenster.
Adam Finster is correct.
Finster.
Bullshit, I got that.
You were 17
17
milliseconds
milliseconds
behind.
off. I like that it shows you. That's kind
Yeah,
of
that's
crazy.
pretty cool. All right.
Multi buzzer.
All right.
Not sponsored.
Multi-buzzer. All right. In Dexter's laboratory, what is Dexter's arch nemesis's name?
Fuck.
Todd.
Mandark.
Mandark is correct.
Dude, I was off. Look at that. 257 milliseconds off. Damn, I thought I was
All
quick
right.
on that.
Trash.
For bonus points,
Ooh. Oh shit.
will
I
tell
was
you
gonna
this.
ask. I'm off.
Mandark is a self-given name. It is not the name his parents gave him. Adam.
Eugene? No.
Oh.
I don't remember what his real name is.
His hippie parents, as they said, didn't want to go with social norms, so they gave him
A girl's,
a girl's name.
Oh, I do remember that. I don't remember what it was.
Here-
Angela.
Nope.
I don't
Here's
remember.
a clue.
Okay.
You might know that name if you listen to our podcast.
Susan.
Susan.
I don't think I deserve that bonus.
No, I'm not going to give that one. I just wanted to.
Bushley.
No,
Bushley.
with the hint, I can't give you the point.
But that's fun.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fun.
yeah. His legal name is Susan. Which I think
That's hilarious.
All right. In Dexter's laboratory, furthering on to that, there is a show they watch with heroes. What is that group of heroes called?
I forgot. I'm thinking of Kablam, and that's really throwing me off.
Neither one of you?
Action League.
No, that's Kablam.
Yeah, it is Kablam, I know. But is it League in the name?
No. you're
Oh,
close.
wait. Isn't it just called Super Friends?
No.
Oh, it's
you
close,
gotta
though.
stop.
All right.
They are the Justice Friends.
The Justice Friends. Oh, okay. I know.
Can you guys picture the Justice Friends?
Yes.
Todd, can you?
And kind of.
Okay, so this is the harder one. Can you guys name any of the Justice Friends? Adam.
It's Halen, right?
I need a
Close.
full
Is
name.
it
You're
Van
so-
Halen?
No,
It's close.
it's so
He
close.
rocks the guitar.
Yes.
Hunk is the big purple dude, right?
No, you're
Oh, I'm
so,
so
close with
close.
these names.
Oh. I don't remember.
Okay, so it's Major Glory,
Major Glory.
the Infraggable Crunk,
Crunk.
and Val Hallen.
Val Hallen. So
Yeah. All right, so
yeah.
you guys are still tied 2-2.
Ooh.
2-2.
All right. What was the first Pokemon that Ash ever caught? Todd.
Butterfree.
No. Adam.
Caterpie.
Caterpie is
That's
correct.
literally what I was thinking.
I was like, he's got this, and I was like, oh, okay.
I went
I'll
with the
take it.
fucking
Final
so
solution.
stupid. Yes. Oh, that's so stupid. I literally was. That sucks.
Oh, man.
Oh well.
All right. So this one
Brain
I
fart there.
thought was interesting. All right. Originally, the Powerpuff Girls were actually called the Whoop-Ass Girls. While the professor was creating them, he accidentally spilled in a can of Whoop-Ass into the pot, and that's how they were born. What was the can of Whoop-Ass switched to make it more kid-friendly? Adam.
Chemical X.
Chemical X is correct. I did not know that they were the Whoop-Ass Girls.
Oh, I did. I did know that.
Oh,
I
did
didn't know
you?
that.
Yeah. He
That's
was actually.
freaking
They actually like
hilarious.
greenlit it for a while, and he was like, "Oh, okay, we're going along with this." He's like, "That's
Yeah.
awesome. They're gonna become known as the Whoop-Ass Girls." And then they eventually pulled the plug on that, and he was like, "All
They're
right,
like, yeah, this can't be a can of Whoop-Ass. It's a kid's show.
right."
It was before it actually came out.
Yeah, when they were
Or
talking
was
about
it
creating it.
airing while it was
No,
like,
no.
It was
I
in
was like, no
production.
way.
When it got
No, like-
pitched to Nickelodeon, they were like, or Cartoon Network,
Cartoon
right?
Network.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this."
And he
he's
was like, fuck yeah, Whoop-Ass Girls? Okay.
"Okay."
And then before
They just like the idea. They were just gonna
Yeah.
change the name
Right.
because
the whole time.
they
Gotcha.
had the drawings and everything. Everything was the same. They were just called the Whoop-Ass Girls. And they were like, all right, well, this is for kids, so it can't be called Whoop-Ass Girls. And they were
That's
like,
funny.
"Aw, damn,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
never knew
hard."
that at all. That's cool.
I just learned that today. Yeah. All right. All right. There are a specific number, a specific amount of avatars that have existed in Avatar: The Last Airbender. What number avatar is Aang?
I do not know this.
I don't know this either.
Damn,
Oh,
that
I
was a
didn't
tough
know-
question, Derek.
I didn't know if it
That
was
is a
if
good
it was known or
question.
not
Yeah.
known.
That's a good
Damn,
question.
Todd, we shamed ourselves.
I know. I feel like a phony. Right? Not as bad as Adam though. You gotta do the soft thing and cut that chunk of your skin off now.
Right.
Rip it off.
Ugh.
All right.
I'm
Man, I wish
gonna-
there was another way. Yeah, give a number out there.
Oh,
47.
No.
47, dude. He's been. It's gonna be like thousands.
No.
No, hundreds.
It's-
Okay.
It's under 100.
No, I was gonna
Oh.
say it's under 100 for sure.
I thought it was been thousands.
He was frozen for 100 years, Adam.
Yeah, I know this. But like, what number Avatar? I thought like Avatar's been going on for like
No.
eons.
62.
No.
69.
I'll give Adam 2 chances since you got 2, and then we'll call it.
I said 69.
Not 69.
He's 99.
No, the answer is 82. It ended with,
That's so random.
That
who's-
is.
who's Book of what's the most recent girl? She's 83.
Korra.
Cora, thank you. Yeah, sorry.
I
I
didn't
was.
know that. That's
I didn't
crazy.
know
That
if you
was
guys
that
didn't
was
know
good. Where
a
did you
good
get
question.
that from? You just Googled it?
Yeah.
I don't remember
was-
them ever saying if,
Me either.
like what number avatar he was.
Yeah,
Yeah, neither do I.
I didn't recall it either, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's if it's knowledge, if people know what number he
It
is.
probably
I looked
is
it
through
up.
the books, but
Maybe, yeah, because I looked it up and someone has like the entire list, like on a fucking
That's
an
crazy.
Avatar wiki, and I was like,
Oh,
that could
shit.
be anybody. So I looked it up more, and every source said that there are 83 avatars.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Aang is 82. Yeah.
It's cool.
I think
That
it
is
was the cycle has gone through it's been thousands of years.
Right. I think that's
they've
why I was
existed.
confused.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's been thousands
that
of
makes
years.
sense.
Yeah.
Especially with Roku living to be like 100 something.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to the next one.
Wasn't Kyoshi like 200 or something?
Something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm
They,
not sure.
they live to be old in that shit.
All right. What are the 2 names that SpongeBob and Patrick argue over in Sandy's tree dome during her hibernation? Todd.
Pinhead Larry and Dirty Dan.
Correct.
No, I'm Dirty Dan.
Come over here, pinhead.
When she slaps the shit out of
SpongeBob, you can be Dirty Dan. I just want to be Patrick.
Oh man,
That episode's
this
so good.
is such a good episode.
So brutal.
All right, who sings the song "Icky Vicky" from The Fairly Odd Parent?
Oh, Chester.
No.
No.
I was gonna say Chaz.
Oh no! I'll give you guys one more chance each.
Oh, let me think.
I need a first and last name.
Yeah, I know he has a first and last name. That's why I like. Oh
man,
I can see his fucking face.
Adam.
all right, this is my final. Chet Schuyler.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm so close.
Oh. Did that count? Did you hear it? It didn't buzz for me.
No, but go ahead. Adam gave his second shot. You both get one shot.
Chet
Yeah.
Skylark.
No, you both. Chip Skylark.
Chip. Oh, I knew it was Skylark, but I couldn't remember.
Right.
Oh, you
So
motherfucker.
Chip Skylark.
Damn, that's good.
All right. What is Jimmy Neutron's robot dog's name? Todd.
Goddard.
Goddard is correct.
Damn, I thought I had it. Todd got me.
All right.
That was good, Todd.
How many kids are in the group in Codename Kids Next Door, Todd?
5.
5 is correct.
Damn, Todd, smoking.
This one, I don't know if you guys are gonna get. You guys did not sound confident when I asked you if you knew this movie. In 1995's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, shortly after Ivan Ooze is freed. Yeah, Ivan, sorry. Shortly after Ivan Ooze is freed, he says he smells an odious stench. Todd. Teenagers is correct.
I actually don't remember that, but yeah.
You don't remember that?
You see, I do remember.
I mean,
that.
I remember that after you bringing it up. I wouldn't have gotten
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And then this is the last one I have.
Man, Todd's cooked me at the end of those.
Yeah,
That was good.
Todd won this. This is the last one. It's a little bit easier, but I couldn't think of another one. What is the name of Drake and Josh's younger sister?
Oh, are you kidding me?
Todd.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Megan. It says that looked weird on my end.
That did look weird on my end
yeah.
too.
Cool. Yeah.
Megan.
Megan.
So Todd won 7-4
Damn.
because you guys didn't know some of those.
Mine didn't buzz on that one. That also like
No, mine
Yeah,
didn't buzz either. I had to
Mine
look
didn't
at
either
it,
on
but yeah, I had
Okay.
to look at it, and it said that you got him. Yeah, Todd,
yeah.
Todd clicked at the end there.
That was
Good
good.
job, guys. Good
I'm
job.
happy we got this buzzer that works really well, and I'm excited
Yes.
for more quizzes in the future.
As
I'll get
am
some
I.
quizzes coming up. I know I've been kind of slacking on my end as far as doing quizzes and fun things, so I'll get some things cooked up for next week.
Still had crazy content pumping out.
Absolutely. You ain't wrong. I got to get some
Yeah.
more of these edited shorts out and all that. But yeah, it's been
Oh,
fun,
yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, I don't have anything else. I don't know if you guys have anything else. It might be a shorter episode today.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
fine,
hey,
though.
Shorter
hour and a
episode,
half.
It's an hour and a half.
It's short around these parts. We've been pumping 2 to 3 hours lately.
Sometimes we do hit that 2.5 hour mark. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
yeah,
good.
you want to wrap it up?
Wrap it up. Yeah, that's fine. Just kidding. Hang on, I gotta think of it.
I really thought you were gonna say something.
That's the cold
No.
open right there. I'm joking.
Right?
I'm joking.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the Lazy Susan. Check back in with us next week. We'll be rotating around our favorite topics, as you know. My name's Todd, here again with your co-hosts Derek and Adam. It's been great. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share. We'll talk to you next week.
See you later.
We about to begin. Pencils on screens, the movie scenes. A lazy Susan spinning, serving all your dreams. Video games, controllers in hand. Just a journey in this digital land. Button mashing, bashing, action, feeling grand. From Mario to Master Chief, crushing it, man.